my name's James Wilson. This video we're going to talk about property investing in 2023. What should you be doing? Does it still work? Will it still work in 2023? And everything in between. So we're going to get some great ideas in this video, so make sure you stick around to the end. I've just got back from sunny Thailand. If you follow this channel and you're a subscriber, you'll have seen the last few videos were all around Thailand. So go and have a look. Some interesting backdrops there. I did one in a tuk-tuk. I did one walking down a train track in a slum. Really nice little locations and interesting videos, so do check those out. Now, we're trying to grow our channel. We're on 3,000 subscribers. We're on the way to 5,000 subscribers, and we're getting 50,000 views each month at the moment, which is just insane. Our next goal is to get that to 100,000. So how can you help us? Very quickly, smash that subscribe button over there and hit the bell notification. Also, hit the like button, guys. Do both of those things, and that will help us. That's it. Okay, so 2023, can you buy some property deals? Now, a lot of people are out of the market at the moment. They're just waiting and seeing what will happen. And that's a fairly smart thing to do because there are a lot of people that are selling their properties and they still want top dollar, right? Because they're not willing to drop their prices just yet. Now, at the moment, that's not really going to help you, is it? You want to start seeing people that are looking to exit the market and have a quick sale. So can you still invest right now? Well, yes. If everything stacks up and you find a really juicy deal where the numbers stack up, then totally it's great to invest still right now because interest rates are still relatively low. They're not as low as they were for sure. But if the deal works at the interest rate that you can get today, you fix it for 5 years, and the market's going to be a hell of a lot different by the time you refinance again in 5 years, right? And so it can be a very good strategy to do. Now, there are always people that need to sell properties quickly, and you need to think about those types of people when looking for deals. And off-market deals can be a great way to get deals, or chains, right? So if someone is selling a property in a chain and they've got someone that's going to pull out, you can come along, give a revised offer and help keep that chain working, because that's a nightmare. When the chain falls apart, it's very difficult to get all of those transactions done. So if you can come along, maybe they'll take a lower offer because they want to get into their dream house next, or maybe they need to downgrade. I don't know their scenario, you don't, but you can find out from the agent and offer a price accordingly. So chains can be a very good way to deal with that. Now, one of the best places to get good deals at the moment is actually from people like me or existing landlords. Now, why is that? Well, the reason is something called Section 24, and you can Google that. In fact, I should probably make a video about what Section 24 is. That's a good idea, right? I'll do that. But Section 24 is absolutely killing landlords, certain landlords, right? And it's killing the landlords that have a property in their personal name. And here's why. Historically, you could have a property, and let's just say you got £1,000 rent, right? Then all your costs you would take out of that. So estate agent costs, interest, and all of these other things. And then whatever was left, let's just say it was 500 quid, you would then pay tax on this 500 quid, right? Perfect. That's how it works. And that's how business works, right? That's how normal businesses work. Now, the government came in and said, we don't like this. So what they did was they changed it. So rather than getting taxed on this amount, right, which if you're a higher rate tax earner, which a lot of landlords tend to be, you might end up paying £250 tax on your £500 profit. Now, here's where it got really difficult. They've changed it, so now you get taxed on this amount, on the gross amount, before all of your expenses come out. So let's just say you've got £1,000 rent. You're now going to pay £500 in tax. Now that is what you were making as your gross profit. Now you're getting taxed, and your costs for running the property are 500. So you're going to end up with zero the costs or estate agent fees, mortgages, stuff like that, right? So now you're suddenly going to get £0. And this is the problem that a lot of landlords are facing at the moment. And with rising interest rates, in fact, they're not only going to get zero, some of them are going to lose money every single month. Now, that's not very attractive. Also, the market has gone down in the last 2 months, so it's even less attractive than it would have been at any time. It's not a good deal. So what you can do is you can come along and find these landlords and buy their properties, and you buy it in a limited company. Now, the limited company, you get taxed after the costs. So with a limited company, you can still put through mileage, mobile phones, estate agent costs, mortgage costs, all of these things go through as a cost, which you take off and you only pay tax. Also, the tax in a limited company is, not pounds, is around 20%, right? It's going up to 25%, but it's still way lower than 50% or what income tax might be. So that's a real opportunity that is going to be a big thing in 2023. There are going to be thousands and thousands of landlords that you can buy from. You put it in a limited company, you set it up the right way. I've got tons of content on the channel about how you do this, guys, if you want to see how that all works. And then you've got that in a tax efficient way. That's a very, very good opportunity. So what else? Well, there are going to be people that just need to sell, right? They need to move for whatever reason. Maybe they've lost their job and they're potentially getting repossessed. You can come in and you could secure their property on something called a lease option. So let's talk about how that works. All right. So unfortunately, there are going to be people that lose their properties through repossessions, right? There's going to be tons of those. That's just life. And that's unfortunate, and that happens in every single recession. And so they've got behind on their bills and they're struggling. They're feeling the pain, guys. They're really, really feeling the pain. And you can come along and you can say, you know what? I'm going to buy that property from you. I'm going to clear all the debt and stop the repossession. And then you go on your merry way, and you can secure this deal for £1, right? So you secure the option to buy it for £1. And then what you're going to do is you're going to complete the transaction in 7 years. When all of this inflation stuff is long gone, the economy's back to normal by then. House prices will have risen significantly by that point, even if we have a dip, right? It takes on average 8 years to get back, which means it will have got back and hopefully will have made some profit in there as well. And so you're going to secure the property on an option, right? So you're going to pay them £1 to secure that option, and then at the end of it, you will pay them for it. So it's like a delayed completion. This type of deal is quite hard to come by in a rising market, but the market's very different now. There are lots of people that would consider this type of deal, right? Other cash flow strategies that can work, regardless of what the rates are things like HMOs, right? HMO stands for House of Multiple Occupancy. And that's where you take a property and you rent it out on a room by room basis. So you take a 4-bedroom property that has a dining room, you turn that dining room into an additional bedroom, and you rent each room out on a room by room basis as an HMO, House of Multiple Occupancy. Now with these kind of properties, let's just say you had 5 rooms and they all got 500 each, which would be up north. You're going to get £2,500 for one property. Now that property on its own might only rent for 700. And the reason people like this kind of deal is because it includes the broadband, the heating, the utilities, all of this stuff. So it's good for them at the moment. So these HMO deals are really, really good cash flow strategies that are really going to be very, very powerful in this market as well. So that's another good opportunity. So you can be looking at deals with higher cash flow. Another way you can do that is with serviced accommodation. Let's just call it SA. Right, and so that's where you rent a property and then you rent the rooms out individually on Airbnb, on booking.com, on hotels.com. You rent it out to contractors, you rent it out to holidaymakers. There's tons of different people in different regions that need properties for different things. And maybe you rent a nice, really nice flat for £1,000, and then you can get maybe £3,000. That would be if you just got £100 a night and it rented out every night. Let's say you rented out for £150. You could be making a significant amount of cash flow on top of it. So these strategies can be very, very, very powerful. And so that's what I want you guys to do, is to really consider looking at opportunities that are in the market. So saving people with change by offering a below market value offer. Landlords are going to be a really good opportunity this year. There's going to be tons of them that just need to exit because it's not tax efficient, because they did it the old way, and you can do it the correct way that works now. HMOs, serviced accommodation, and another one is buy, refurbish, refinance, and that's what I like. This is where you can make some decent money. So we call this the BRRR strategy, and that's where we bought a property, my daughter and myself, for 60 grand. We spent 12k doing it up. It cost us total 75k of all the legals and stuff in, and we got it refinanced for 100k. 100k, right? And so we did that in about 10 weeks. And so that means that we bought that with cash. You can borrow investors' cash, or you could maybe have that kind of money yourself, or you can get bridging finance for it. There's different ways to do it. You just got to get educated on that. And then we did all this work. So we were 75 grand into the deal. Now the house is worth 100,000. So the mortgage company says, you know what? We'll lend you 75 grand because they lend you 75%. So we got all of our money back. And then you go and do another deal, which is what we did. We then bought a property down in Dorking in Surrey. So that's another opportunity. There's going to be tons of properties. Auction properties have significantly dropped in value in the last couple of months. And so that could be a good opportunity for you too. So that's what I think. I think investing in 2023 is going to be the opportunity of a lifetime. 2008, 2009, 2010. More people made more money in property than any other time. It was buying at a discount. This is the opportunity, guys, and that's why I suggest that you get educated, you start learning this stuff, and you really, really look to take your business forward. So do give me a quick like on the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Comment below, let me know what you think, guys. We're trying to get the views back up. Since I went to Thailand, we had a bit of a dip in views again, but we're trying to get them back up. Maybe some of you said it was loud there, but it's not loud here. So do enjoy these videos. Look out for tomorrow's video. Check out all the other content on the channel, including this video right here.